Hey, what's up, you guys? Bringing another action figure review to you, and this is a twofer. These are two figures I picked up. These are some old school figures. These are some classics right here. But I wanted an old school Hal Jordan, and this is the Blackest Knight Abin Sur. I thought this was a really cool figure to pick up as well. So, what do I think about these figures? Well, let's hop into it. Alright, so first we're going to start with Abin Sur. This is the Blackest Knight version of him. I'm just into collecting Blackest Knight right now. I don't know what's wrong with me. So this is just what I'm doing. And I think he looks pretty good. I think the sculpting on him is pretty cool, especially for an old school figure. It's not bad. My stupid camera don't want to focus for some dumb reason. But anyway, I don't know if that's intentional or not. He got some little dents and spots in his head. I think that is intentional. It's part of the sculpt. It's really good. You see his rotting face, his rotting flesh. This is Abin Sur. For those of you who don't know, Abin Sur is the Green Lantern who died and gave his ring to Hal Jordan. That's how Hal Jordan became a Green Lantern. So, look at that ear. Looks really good. The other one does too. His rotting flesh. Oh, that looks really good. His head looks good. So let's go on further down. Detail. There's no raised emblem or anything like that. It's just painted on, but it still looks good though. It still looks good. It's just flat black and white paint, but it still works. It still works. It still looks good. And he has his Blackest Knight ring right there. He has his open hand right here. And he has some lines going through. So I can put him in with my McFarlane group of Blackest Knight, and he'll fit in pretty well. Well, probably except for size. So, not bad. Alright, so articulation, left, right, all the way around. He can't look up. He can't look down either. And he has no attitude. So arms go out by that much. Full rotation. And old school rotation. But he does have upper bicep swivel. And he has about 90 degrees in the elbow. Swivel and hinge. Okay. You can crunch back about that much. The paint falls through. You can crunch not really at all forward. There's no pivot in there. But full 360 waist rotation. Splits out. All that. Kicks forward. Slightly. Back. Slightly. There is rotation near the knee. Single bend at the knee. Single rotation up, down. No ankle pivot because this is an old school figure. So that's pretty much the way this figure goes. And he's a decent figure. He's decent. I like him. And now I can't get the damn thing to stand. What the hell? Okay, there we go. All right. So that is Mr. Abin Sur, Blackest Knight. And now we will get into the Hal Jordan Green Lantern. And so now we're getting into Mr. Hal Jordan. And this is a pretty solid figure as well. The head sculpt is okay. It's not the greatest Hal Jordan head sculpt. It's not my preferred look for him. But it's still nice. The seller I brought it from was a very good seller, very good communication. He shipped it immediately. It got here really quick. Got here in like 2 days flat. He gave me a really good deal on it. I only paid like $10 and change for this. Can you believe that? It's a really nice figure. It's It's a really nice figure to add to my collection. His hair looks good, the sculpting of his hair. So he's a little beat up. The seller that had him probably didn't take the best care of him, but he doesn't look that bad. He could look a whole lot worse. Now I love how the way this outfit translates. It just looks like he's just ripped straight out of a comic book, and I love that. See the greens, the whites, the blacks. You see his Green Lantern ring. His white gloves. There's no raised emblem, but this still looks good. See the black? He's mad brolic. Damn, Hal Jordan, you mad brolic. The green boots. Yeah, so Hal Jordan looks really good. Left, right. He can look up. That's good for flight posing. And he can look down a little bit. Ah, he has some attitude. Okay. Arms out. That far. Full rotation. No upper bicep swivel. Just single joint in the elbow. Wrist. Slight hinge. Nothing in the abdomen, waist at all. Nothing at all. He can't split out. This is a DC Direct figure, so he's very basic. Kick forward that much. Oh, all the way back. Okay, cool. No thigh rotation. Not like that. Single bend in the knee. Hinge up, down. No ankle pivot. That's it. So very basic figure. So with these figures, they're old school. So you have to know what you're getting into if you're going to collect this. You're not going to get dynamic poses out of them because they are old school basic figures. But what I love about these kind of figures back in the day is that there was so much effort put into the sculpting. Figures nowadays still have very good sculpting, but back in these days, back in DC Direct and DC Collectible days, you collectors out there know what I'm talking about. There was much more effort put in. Like it translates. You can see it. So it didn't have the best articulation, but damn it, the aesthetic was pretty much 95% of the time was on point. But action figure companies now, they've gotten lazy. So there's some hits, there's some misses, and with the old school figures too, there were hits and misses, but there were more hits than misses. And I love these old school figures because I love the appearance and the sculpt work of a figure more than articulation. Now, a lot of people don't agree with that because a lot of people prefer articulation, and that's fine, of course. And I understand why. But to me, what sells a figure to me is the appearance. How good the sculpting is, how good the paint is, how good the overall face sculpt is, all that stuff. So, just to sidetrack a little bit there. Alright, so I wanted to see how Abin Sur would look with the rest of the Blackest Knight wave that I have. And even though this is an old school figure, he still looks good with him. I'm still feeling it. So, yeah, it's not bad. It's cool. Okay, so time for my final verdict. So, individually, I will give Green Lantern Hal Jordan a 7.5 out of 10. And I will give Abin Sur a 6.5 out of 10. Now, those are kind of low grades for me. But these figures, in some ways they hold up and in some ways they don't. So, for the Green Lantern, for Hal Jordan, I like everything on him except for the head sculpt. And Abin Sur, his body is so basic and so, out of date. It just doesn't look as good. But his head sculpt looks really good though. And his hands. Everything else is decent. So overall, rating them together, I would give them both together a 7 out of 10. So don't get me wrong, I'm happy I got these two figures in my collection. Something I could add to to my collection. Yeah, so that's my review, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm still waiting for my Necron. I'll be happy when I get it. I thought it was supposed to come Saturday. Didn't. So I'm hoping, cross my fingers, it comes Monday. And once I get him, I definitely will review him. And I hope you guys enjoy it when I do. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Hope you found it informative. Do I think these two is worth a pickup? Well, that depends on you. I picked them up because I wanted a classic Hal Jordan, and I wanted this version of Abin Sur and add him to my Blackest Knight wave. So that's what I did. But these are two figures I guess you could pass on. I don't really see it being, a necessity for you to have these two figures. So there you have it. Hope you guys enjoyed this review, and like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, see ya.